Gary, we did get here a strange way.
Well, I don't think it was that strange.
Well, we don't normally go on a private jet, Gary.
You mightn't. No, we did. And don't we think we're good? And the tweeterers and the...
Facebookers and the
website. Up on the
website.
website, triplemmfooty.com.au. Are they giving it to us? And rightfully so, because there's a disgraceful display.
Video's online now, Gary, if people want to have a look at it on the website, triplem.com.au. Follow the prompts.
But it was nice, because we got on at Essendon, just walked on and came here, jumped in the limousine, a car that was waiting there, and then came straight here, had a bit of a nice little bowl of pasta across the road. It's a little exclusive restaurant in the food court, and then here we are. So I sat next to Chief, which was a highlight for me.
Yeah, Chief loved it.
Everyone was in a good
Damo
mood.
and I had our knees under our chin while Chua was reclining in the full leatherer.
And that is true. There's 4 good seats, which the tallest, Duke and myself,
managed to wander into one?
Had to. And
Chief?
Well, he was first on.
Chief made sure he was first
and
on.
Wee Chew Man jumped in the other the 1A equivalent.
Would temerity be the right word, Chief, to describe that behaviour?
I think you're being a little bit harsh, Jim, because I saw and heard some things on that flight that staggered me.
Yep.
That literally opened my eyes to thinking, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Chief. Absolutely.
You're responsible for a couple of years. The way you demanded that Chua sit in that chair opposite you, which would maximise your own leg room.
That wasn't the reason.
At the expense
That wasn't
Jim.
the reason.
That was exactly
no,
what
it wasn't.
Graceful
I was looking after the little fella from... where is he from?
Point Cook.
Point Cook. He was a bit nervous. I said,
you
sit here, champ. I'll look after you.
Tell you a funny thing about Chew. We got picked up by 2 cars, right?
Yes.
And the plane was a little bit late in. We left a little bit late, and she was in a hurry because she had to come back and do some other lifts. So she said, can I get 4 of you to come in our car? So Duke, myself, Damo, and Chew hopped in the first one. Walking to the car, she turns to us and says, you'll have to put the little one in the middle in the back.
The little
she
one.
called him the little one.
No. That's unfair.
It was hilarious. And then she tried to apologise in the car. She said, look, sorry about the little one. I meant the shorter one with short legs.
That's it.
That's a lot better than calling the little one, isn't it?
Excellent.
Extraordinary scraping of the Chewer.
My name is Bond on the Triple M Twitter says, shouldn't Chewer be carrying everyone's bags?
And fair enough too, Bond. Not sitting in the great big huge leathery.
No.
Now, apparently, Gary's Damo, as I welcome you, has spoken on Adelaide radio about this very trip, which is news to me.
Garry has.
Oh, well, this is what I hear, and I haven't heard this, Grab, but apparently this is what he had to say.
If anything untoward happened and we did have to ditch somewhere in hospitable territory, at least we'd be fed well. What was that movie where they had to eat the blokes on the plane?
Survive.
I reckon the Chief could feed us for about 3 months.
There was a movie called Alive, which
Yes.
was a group of kids at Crash. Ethan Hawke started it, and they...
A rugby team.
Yeah, they decided they may need to feast on someone, and I only hope that if my last act on earth is to provide you gentlemen with a sustenance, I trust you enjoy it, and I hope it sees you get rescued.
That was a term of endearment, because you were the one I would turn to. We'd start with Chewer as an entree, and then we'd turn to you.
What about the Lone Wolf, who we've since discovered is one of the world's great double agents?
No doubt about that.
All of a sudden trying to say that was a term of endearment.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
He pots everybody.
I could have eaten anyone, Chief, but I decided to eat you first.
Then you try to stroke them with a compliment when you actually run into them all. You're the worst.
Chief, when you are a herbivore, a berry and leaf eater, how does your flesh come up?
Well,
who's a herbivore?
You.
No, he's
I'm a
not.
carnivore, mate.
Well, baboons don't eat other meat, do they?
Oh, mate, I'm a meat. I'm nearly a meataholic.
Hey,
let me tell you.
If we did go down, I
Plenty
would
of
like
protein
to
in me.
put him in a little paddock and just clean him out a bit before we talk to him. I've seen him go, we're going to get to the footy, but relax, because it's not on for another 2.5 hours.
3 hours before
we've got plenty
starts.
to talk about in the pre-game, plenty to get through.
Can we also,
this
just
one,
before
Chief.
you go on,
Clean him out a bit.
Matty here says, saw the poor old 3AW team arrive on the Qantas flight. Looked a bit flat, especially Bristle.
now, Gaz, you were a witness to this.
Yes.
We did the quiz on board, did we not?
Ah, yes.
The funniest thing ever, Jim, you were down the back whinging, so you weren't taking any part in it. Gaz was the quiz master and Chua was scoring.
Yep.
I'd read a few of the questions, so I was banned from it.
Out of the paper.
Out of the paper, the Herald Sun, the daily quiz. And so it was
So we couldn't
the
have
Warrior,
age, that's a
the
bit
Warrior, the Duke,
trivial.
and the Doc were doing it.
Three.
And
out
if
there.
you went in and got it wrong, you're out.
Out.
And in one particular question, both the Warrior and the Doc were banned. So the Duke had all the time in the world
All
to come
the
up with the
clues for
answer.
the Duke.
So
That's right.
the question was, if SR is an abbreviation of Senor, what does SRA stand for? Mind you, the doc had already gone out saying Signorina, which was incorrect.
Yep.
The Warrior went with something just totally untoward, which was incorrect.
Yep.
And I'm looking at the Duke going, oh, Duke, it's just been presented to you. And he panicked under pressure.
Oh, no.
SRA, he said, is short for Sir.
Or Duke.
Where does Sir
You
come
need to
from?
get on. He doesn't want to get
Where
on his
does
7.
Sir come from?
Duke, hang on. We're going to just click you in here.
I know I'm not required until after 7, but who went on to win the quiz? And let's go to the first
Doc.
question.
The Doc won the quiz.
Doc won the quiz.
Ridiculous.
Doc won
Ridiculous. I answered the last question, the knockout question, and won it. On technical. and
Duke.
through the first question with an answer, Lord Nelson, that blew everyone in the plane away. And
I gave you a tip.
You know what he was doing? He was heckling me. He was saying "sir" in my ear.
I did not say so. I want to ask you how many A's in Sir? How many A's in Sir, Duke?
I will hold up my winner's trophy, Chief, and that is it. I'm not back until 7.
Oh,
That's all I need.
it sets off.
Disgraceful
On Twitter, by the way, we got the photo of the
Going
quiz.
nuts.
Garry
I've got
running
the Twitter in front of me. It's going berserk, Jim.
It is.
Someone reckons I look like Hutchie with a rug. But that was a bit harsh.